Hey friends, my old ones and my new ones. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to play around with some makeup and we're going to talk. And the subject is going to be worst dates ever. I'm gonna tell you mine, and in the comments I want you guys to tell me yours. I got this YSL powder during the sale, and I wanted to, everyone was raving about it, so I caved, and it looks really pretty. This is the first time I'm looking at it. That's my messy desk. And okay, so it's very powdery, but it looks really pretty, so we'll see. I don't know what's going on with my eyes today. They look weird. This is supposed to be kind of like a glow powder. Let's hope I don't end up looking crazy. Do you see a glow? I mean, I don't even know when you get it, because it's not a highlighter. It's not glowy enough to be a highlighter. I mean, I guess I can see kind of like a soft glow. Okay, there we go. There's like a pinky glow. Kind of like it. What do you guys think? Okay. So, and then the shadow palette I'm going to use is my Viseart Grand Pro palette because I want to do something springy. It's going to be very wearable, very easy to do. So if you guys want to follow along with a same palette or something similar that you have, feel free. I don't really know exactly what I want to do. I have a vision in my head of what I think it'll look like, but what I vision and what ends up coming out is a totally different story. So we will see what happens. That helped brighten up. Okay, now I gotta set this before it creases to crap. I'm gonna use the KKW brightening. I really like this stuff. I know a lot of people don't like the KKW stuff, but I've even hit pan on it. That's how much I really, really like it. It actually goes on really, really nicely and brightens nicely without looking too stark. Okay, so I've got a lot of powder on right now, so I'm going to hurry up and set or fix it and forget it. Okay, some lips, and that's it. So yeah, the palette that what did I just do with it? That's how you know my shit's a mess. I literally just lost the YSL powder. What came with this? Wherever it just ran away to. Oh, I thought it was gold. It is. It's kind of like in one way it's pink. See, there's like the pink, and then it's like a peachy gold. Comes with a little brush. I don't ever use these, but I'm like, okay, thanks for the free gift. All right, so we are going to be going in with, oh, I just dipped my finger in this. This purple here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that purple. Okay, I love how this is also an easel, even though I don't know how the heck you keep it up. Oh, there we go. Who would use their palettes like this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, very long time ago, I'm going in with a bone color. Went on a crazy date to California. The guy lived out in California and invited me out there, and was like, you know, I'll pay for everything. He paid for my flight. He flew me out there, picked me up at the airport, took me to dinner. It was in San Diego. Great time. My first night was amazing. Well, my first date was amazing. Hold on 1 second. I want to see who's listening to this. I think my kids might be awake. Okay, so I used the bone color just in kind of like the inner half, I would say. Yeah, the inner half. And now I'm gonna go in with a kind of like a brush like this. It's a blending brush, but kind of has a point to it. And I'm gonna go in with a really light, almost bronzy color. It looks like this. Okay, so yeah, he invites me out to California, and he's like, you know, I'll take care of everything. And I was like, I need a vacation. Sure. Like, you have to ask me twice. I didn't know him like from before. Like, I didn't just meet this guy online and go to California with like to see some stranger because it's dangerous. He actually I went to high school with him. And so, well, not for very long because I got kicked out, which is a whole new story, whole different story. You guys will love that one. And so, you know, we hadn't seen each other, spoken many years. I mean, we didn't even talk in high school. I just knew who he was because he was kind of a popular kid. So he flies me out there. I'm like super excited. I had been to San Diego before, so I wasn't like all like, oh my gosh, I've never been here. Okay, so I'm taking that purple on a very tiny pencil brush, and we're going to use this as an eyeliner. So, you know, I get out there and I'm pretty excited. I'm like, you know, I needed to get away. I hadn't been on a vacation in freaking years. And so I was like, this is awesome, you know? And I thanked him. I'm like, I can't believe you did this. Like, it's so nice. And he was just like, yeah, I just, you know, I always liked you, and I just kind of wanted to hang out with you and have like a weekend with you. So I was supposed to be out there for 4 days. I left Thursday, and then I would be coming back Sunday night. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Like, I never knew that, but that's awesome, you know? Because at first, when he first asked me to come out there, it was like, come out as a friend. Because he didn't have any family out there. The reason that he went out there was because he has children, and his children's mother married a police officer that lived in San Diego. And he wanted to be closer to his kids, so he just picked up and left, which is commendable. But believe me, he loses all those points later. So we're out there. Like I said, he takes me to downtown San Diego, takes me to a different side that I've seen, because like I said, I've been out to San Diego before, but didn't really see much. My friend was stationed out there, and so I went out there to see her. We just kind of hung out at her house. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of blend this out. I don't want like a super stark line. I wanted it to actually be a little thinner than this. That's okay. So we get out there, and we get done doing like all the little fun stuff he took me to do. And we get back to his place and I'm kind of like, okay, so like, where am I gonna sleep? And this little 1-bedroom apartment. It was really nice, but everybody knows San Diego is like really, really expensive. So I was kind of visioning like a negative space, and I use that term because that's what you use, the term you use with nails. When you leave an open space like that, it's negative space because there's nothing there. So we'll see how this turns out. It may have been a bad idea, but we'll see. It's just makeup. So he's just like, oh, I just figured you just kind of would sleep with me. I was like, wait, what? I was like, no, it's cool. Like, I'll stay on your couch, you know? Like, I don't really feel comfortable sleeping in the same bed as you. I haven't seen you in years, and I just kind of didn't want him to try anything, right? I don't really know how I feel about this. Maybe I would have went out further. Like with the point, like that, yeah. Let's see. I just know I wanted to use this purple. I think I used it in the wrong way though. Okay, we're gonna fix this. I'll be right back. So instead, we're gonna do kind of like a purple smoky eye. Just a really soft one. So to kind of give myself a feeling of what this is gonna look like, I'm gonna go underneath my eye with the same color. So yeah, so that happens, and I can tell that he's like kind of upset because that was not what he was thinking was gonna happen, right? Like he thought he was gonna get lucky, and he didn't. So the next morning, you know, he gets up and he makes me breakfast and he's talking to me and he's like, so what are you gonna do today? I'm like, I don't care, you know, this is your town, you tell me what's up. And so he's like, okay, well, let's go take a trip on the pier and we'll take like a boat ride. Actually, it wasn't a boat, it was like a big, huge, oh my gosh, I don't even know what they're called. Just a huge, like it used to be a military, like, boat type thing. So he's like, let's just take a trip on that. You know, we'll take like a nice little ride around the ocean. Oh my God, what did I do to my eye? See, if my eye shape, I can drag my eyes down if I don't do it right. And that's what I did exactly. So we do that. We go and we take like a big like marine boat ride, and it was fun. He was getting really touchy-feely, which I was kind of like, whoa. Slow down, sir. Like, I've been here for like less than 24 hours and you're like acting like I'm your girlfriend. And I think he kind of could get that I was like really uncomfortable because I was like taking selfies. He was not in them. It was just funny because I was like, dude, I'm here for the trip, not for you. But whatever, like, you're cool. He's not an unattractive person, but I just wasn't like there for that. Like, he told me, I don't have any family out here. I really would like some company. Like, would you come visit me? And I'll pay for everything. So I was like, sure. So that happens. And I think at that point, he's kind of starting to get the gist of the fact that it's just not happening, right? Like, I'm just like so not interested. And okay, let's see, where are we at here? What should we do? We're gonna go back in the inner third with that stark bone color, because I kind of lost that. So I have another friend that lives in California, a really, really good friend, that I almost consider a sister, but she lived 2 hours away from where we were. So he lives in San Diego and she lives in Whittier. So if you're familiar with California, that's 2 hours away. But 2 hours away in California does not mean 2 hours, because the traffic is like horrific. So it took about 4 hours. So he's like, hey, well, I know you wanted to see your friend while you were out here, because I hadn't seen her in years, probably at least 5. And I was like, oh yeah, I would love to see her. And he's like, well, let's go. You know, we don't have anything else to do. He's like, I actually have to go pick up my sons and take them to a soccer game. He's like, so while you're visiting with her, I'll go take my sons to their soccer game. And then after, I'll come back and get you, which I thought was like weird, because that's a really long trip in order to take me just to visit my friend. 8 hours in traffic, you know. But I was like, okay, you know, I mean, he doesn't know me, that, like, he probably doesn't want me to meet his kids at this point, you know, like, and I'm fine with that. Like, I don't really want to meet him anyway. So he takes me down to San Diego, or to Whittier, to see my friend, and I'm just like super excited, and I'm like, this is awesome. And then he messages me and he's like, hey, do you want to just stay the night there? My kid's soccer game got kind of, you know, it finished kind of late, and you know, it's a long drive. And so I talked to my friend and she's like, yeah, for sure, like, we'll just, you know, I'll make dinner, we'll sit and we'll chat. Like, she's like, I totally didn't get enough time with you anyway. So I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, I'll be there first thing in the morning, like, I'm gonna leave early, because he knew I still didn't have, like, by this point it was other Thursday, Friday, so it's like Saturday. And he tells me he's gonna be there first thing in the morning. And I'm like, okay. I wake up, she makes us breakfast. Her, you know, I'm playing with her daughter and meeting her husband and just kind of bullshitting. And she's like, hey, so like, when's he supposed to come back? I'm going with a little bit of a darker color. I don't know where this look is going. I don't know if I like it. It's just, I'm actually not really liking it at all. So yeah, she's like, so when is he supposed to come back? Not because she wants to get rid of me, but because I think she's kind of getting concerned. Like what's he doing? You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of being a dick. And so I message him and I'm like, hey, by this time it was probably like 11 or 12 o'clock. So he said first thing in the morning. For me, first thing in the morning is like early as shit, right? Like, cause I wake up really early. And he didn't answer me. He didn't respond. And so I'm like, what in the freaking crap is going on? So I'm messaging him. She knows him too. So she's messaging him. And she's like, what are you doing? Like, cause my flight was going to be leaving the next day out of San Diego. And so I'm just like, dude, what's going on? Where are you? And he's not answering me, and I'm getting really worried. We're gonna add some brown to this just because brown saves everything, right? And he's just not responding. He's ignoring me. At this point, I'm getting the feeling that he is not going to respond. So she messages him and she's like, listen, you effing asshole, like, where are you? It's like probably like 4 o'clock by this time, because we ended up going and doing stuff. Like, she took me to the swap meet out there and she's like, we're not just sitting around here and gonna wait for him. Like, you're just on vacation, like, you're gonna have some fun. And I'm thinking, well, maybe he's just like dealing with something, like, I don't know, like I just didn't expect this. So I'm like, whatever. I'm worried, but I'm not too worried. I'm only worried because I'm thinking, how am I gonna get back to San Diego to make my flight the next day? And he's still not answering, Never answers me. He left me out in Whittier. And so, you know, we finally realized, okay, he's like being a dick and he's not coming. Like, he lied because he didn't get none. And so I'm like, okay, well, it's fine. I'll just transfer my flight to LAX. I'm really young. The other thing, I'm really, really young. I didn't take a lot of money with me. This was just, I planned on him paying for pretty much everything. If I took money to like shop with, which I'd already spent. And my parents were on vacation in Mexico, and so I couldn't even get a hold of them. So I didn't know. I thought I could just call the airport and be like, hey, can I transfer my flight to LAX instead of, you know, San Diego airport? And they're like, oh yeah, you can. It's like $300. I was like, wait, what? And that point is when I started to freak out. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm stuck out here and I don't have the money to do that. And I'm like looking at my friend, thinking to myself, like, help me to like figure out what I should do. Like, I'm not from out here. Like, is there a train? Is there like something I can take to San Diego to meet my flight? Like, I don't know what to do. And, you know, and meanwhile, we're still messaging him. Like, at this point, we're like just talking like major shit. We're like, fuck you, you fucking asshole. Like, you're such a piece of shit. Like, we can't believe you would do this. Like, what's wrong with you? You would bring her out here just to ditch her. And he's not responding. He's ignoring every message, like literally every message. And it still makes me so angry when I think about it. So she's like, listen, I'll just pay for it. I'll just pay to switch your flight. She goes, I know where he lives and I will keep on hitting him up and I will make him pay me back because this is his fault. And I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, are you sure? Like, I don't want to pay you out. Like, California is expensive to live and you have a family. And she's like, we really don't really have a choice, to be honest. Like, you have to be home. And she's like, and I can't get you to San Diego in time. Because they had one car and her husband needed it to work. And I was just kind of like, okay, I mean, we don't really have a choice. So she pays to switch my flight to LAX. Oh, my pen fell out. And that was that. I came home, never heard from him till about like maybe 5 months ago. He tries to add me on Facebook. I was like, are you effing kidding me? Like, I went off. Hold on, I gotta see what I could do to fix this because I'm not liking this. I feel like I have a black eye. And I see the friend request and I'm like, you have to be effing kidding me. No, he did not. And yes, he sure did. And so I respond. I didn't accept it, but I responded and I sent him a message and I'm like, oh, you have some fucking nerve. I go, it's been years, but don't think that I forgot what you did. Like, you are a douchebag. And don't ever send me a friend request again. And you still owe Jessica $300 for paying for my trip, by the way. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I fixed it. I'm a little happier with what I have going on now. I just took the purple underneath. I think that was just too much purple for me. And I'm definitely liking it a lot better now. So yeah, so that is my worst date story that I wish I could forget forever, because he was a douche bag. And so basically all I did was go just browns, and then I just took that really fluorescent purple underneath the lid as a lower lash line color. I feel a little more comfortable with that than it all over my eyelid. I think it looks prettier this way. Okay, so yeah, so that was mine. So I want to hear your guys's. And then if you guys can head over to my Instagram, I'm gonna do a Q&A for sure this time. Like, I know I keep saying I'm going to and I keep forgetting, but I am going to. So if you guys can head over there after this video, I'm gonna post something saying like Q&A, ask me whatever you want, and then you guys can ask me whatever you want, and then I will answer those questions in my next video. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my lashes and my mascara and lashes, and I will be back. All right guys, so this is the final look. I don't know what the hell is in my hair. This is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I tried to incorporate more purple. I just couldn't do it. I'm a sissy. So yeah, please leave your worst date stories below, or worst anything, like guy-wise, before in the comments below. I think that it is so interesting. These guys think that they're so slick. Like, they think that they're funny. They think that they're the dumb little things that they do on dates. It's just kind of like, are you serious? Like, I also had another date where all he did was talk about his ex-girlfriend the entire freaking time. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, do you want me to call her for you? Like, should she be here, not me? So yeah, I would love to hear your guys' stories. I think they would be hilarious, and maybe if you guys don't mind, I could read them in one of my next videos. So all right guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a marvelous week, and an amazing, great, marvelous month. So yeah, here's the look. These are the Kiss, I don't know what, just Kiss 11s. And all right guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.